Hey guys, it's me again with another YouTube video. We're just start with an opening shout out just for something random. As we speak, the 300 subscriber special is uploading. I did not realize this, but I actually ran out of recording space on my tablet, so the video does just cut off at the end, but that was basically the end of the video, so I'm not going to worry about going in and editing in like an ending or anything like that. I'm just going to let it upload, and then you guys will watch it, and then just tell me what you think and whatnot. But in this video, we're going to be taking a look at a drawing that I kind of finished a little bit. There's still a small little bit of detail that I need to add on to it, but it is mostly done. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at the Destiny Osiris Warlock from the game Destiny. So this is just a 2B art pencil that my sister had lying around. I started with a normal pencil, brought up a screenshot of my Warlock from Destiny in full Trials of Osiris gear, outlined all of it with this, and then went back over it with this to get it a little bit darker and smooth shading, things like that. And the final product is this. So this is here, I got a better idea. I'll set this down on my chair. So this is a full a Void build that I have. It's just the Void Fang vestments and then full Exile gear, as well as the Jewel of Osiris Adept version that I have. This took quite a few hours. It was actually a lot more difficult than what I thought it was going to be. But it sure was a lot of fun, and it does have a lot of detail going into it. I need to do a few other things on the outside of it. I'm thinking of putting like the Warlock logo kind of like either up here or up here. I think I might do it up here, and then on the side here I might write Warlock in Japanese, kind of like I have Monokuma up there. I really like the Japanese letters. Give it a much more formal look, and it'd be a lot better than writing just a Warlock in like normal English bubble letters or something like that. So this one's got the hood of the Exile, I believe is what that's called, the Gauntlets of the Exile, and then the boots of the Exile, and then this is the Void Fang vestments. So while you guys take in the detail, a little bit about this, the build of my actual Warlock itself, I got super lucky on the gauntlets and the boots. So the gauntlets were a special drop from the chest. They have scout rifle reload on them and heavy weapon reload on them, which is really cool. I've never seen gauntlets with heavy weapon reload on them. And then my boots have more ammo for scout rifles and more ammo for heavy weapons. So they really mesh well together, and I love running Mida multi-tool in Crucible. So it just kind of makes sense to run full Trials gear when I'm in Crucible. And then if I'm running Trials, I'm going to run Sunsinger. But for just normal Crucible, I'm going to run Voidwalker. So that's why I was using Void Fang vestments in this particular one. So this is like really cool. It just looks real nice. I wanted to color it because I wanted to kind of do like my own shader for Void Fang vestments. But at the same time, I did not want to ruin the image with how amazing it looked normally. So I just went ahead and decided not to color it. I did a little bit of shadows in on this, like the shadow underneath the neck, and then the shadow of like the light comes down this way in the loading screen where you take the screenshot of this. So this coming up here casts a shadow out this way. So that's what that is. I need to go through and add a little bit of lines here so that you can still see the details of the part of the pauldron up here on Void Fang vestments, things like that. And then like the shadow underneath the visor, and then the shadow of this little, I guess you could call these horns. These little horns coming up here, that's a shadow of it right there. So yeah, there's a little bit of shadow details going on. I don't usually do much shading on these models. I don't want to mess it up too bad. I'm not that good with shading. I'm not that good with coloring. So I went ahead and just designed it like this. So this is pretty big. So this is my hand next to the model. And my hands aren't that small. My hands are pretty big. Let's see, where's my phone at? Phone's on charge. We'll use the Xbox controller.
So that's an Xbox One controller compared to it. Like I said, it's pretty big. It's basically poster size. It's not as big as either of those over there, but it is pretty big. So that's really cool. I'm gonna do another one. I really want to do another one. I'm thinking I might do full Iron Banner gear, or whenever I get around to it, I'll do like a full Vault of Glass one. I really want to do a full Vault of Glass one, but I don't have full Vault of Glass gear on my Warlock because I never ran Vault of Glass on my Warlock. A little bit of Destiny history about me. I started off maining a Hunter. I played Hunter for quite a few months. I played Hunter up into the Dark Below, actually. Yeah, the Dark Below was the place where I completed most of Eris, and then I got really into Titans because both of my friends run Titans, and they're great with the bubbles and Helm of Saint 14, blinding anything that runs into them. And then I like the look of their armor and the shaders, different things like that. And then slowly over time, I just kind of fell in love with the Warlocks and how they looked with their robes and everything about them. So I went ahead and I went over to Warlocks, and then I found out how amazing it was to be able to self-res and spawn as many orbs as you can for your allies, Nova bombing people in the Crucible, getting space magic, things like that. How fast you can move around the map with Blink, even though you can do that on Hunters 2, plus Mina multi-tool, different things like that. It's really cool. So I started playing on my Warlock, but when Vault of Glass was still, I want to say, relevant, no one runs it as much as they used to right now. I always did it on my Hunter. I didn't really have a Warlock back then. I've always had three characters. I've never had three of the same characters. I always started off with a Hunter, Titan, Warlock. They're all female and they're all different races. And I just always did Vault of Glass and Crota on my Hunter. And then once House of Wolves hit, that's when I changed over to my Warlock. And basically that's where he started to get all of his gear from. And really started to get some notice, basically, in terms of me playing him. So yeah, this is a really cool drawing. I'm really proud of myself for doing this one. This was pretty difficult to do, but it was super fun and it looks great. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. And I hope to see you in another video. See ya.